All I remember was seeing lights, and I heard a thud, and I blacked out on top of the car. I was rolling around.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It was that bad?
It was that bad.
Remember the time I got stuck in the ocean?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you get stuck in an ocean?
Have you seen how big it is? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the LOL podcast. You guys didn't do it again.
Yeah, it looks just, no.
All right.
It's a tad bit cringy, but...
All right, we'll start now. Enjoy the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did go on a date.
How was it?
It was not good.
What do you mean it wasn't good?
It just wasn't good. I mean, the girl was really nice.
Uh-huh.
We went paddleboarding. We went jet skiing.
Was this the first date you've been on since your last relationship?
This, yeah, this was the first date. And it was fine, but there just wasn't any, connection there.
Yeah.
And her heart was in the right place. But
Yeah.
then after the date, I told her, I think I told you this.
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah.
He just remembered it.
I was like, this is a lame story. But no, this story's good. No. Mav said he went on a date with...
No, listen. You're literally taking my story.
No, because I'm telling it, because Mav's going to make it sound good, which it wasn't good.
Okay.
Very bad.
You're going to tell it how it
I
wasn't,
would
though.
cry.
No, he went on a date with this girl.
Oh, jeez.
And at the end of the date, he said the date went well, but he was just like, I don't think there's a spark or anything, so probably not a second date. And Matt tells this girl, don't be expecting a call or anything because I don't want to go on a second date.
That's not how I worded it.
Yeah.
That's not.
Mav, word of advice, never tell a girl, I'm not going to call you after this
I thought
date.
I was being
gosh.
intentional with my words.
I think you just said it in not the correct way.
Yeah, well, it would have been fine. So I walked her to her car and I was like,
Not gonna call
as
you.
far as... No, that's not what I said.
I will not see you after this door shuts. So
No, I said, listen, as far as the second date, and then she interrupted me and she was like, are you asking me out on a second date?
oh, that's so bad.
And I was like,
so bad.
oh, no, that's not what, no. I was like, no. I'm actually not asking you out on a second date. I was going to let you know that.
And then you followed up with,
I probably won't be asking you. I said where I was going was I didn't really feel like an energy exchange here. I feel like we...
Yeah,
probably
I've
shouldn't
never
have.
heard someone in their entire life go,
Matt,
don't
I
expect a
literally-
second date.
I would rather
I didn't want...
get it-
Listen, I could tell that she thought the date went well. And I knew the second she got in her car or got home, people are going to start asking her, how was your date? How was the guy? Blah, 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 blah. And she's going to be like, telling them things that it it was great.
So
and
you
then
didn't
she
want to
just
lead
never
her
got
on.
it. I didn't want to lead her on. I didn't want to leave her hanging.
So you just stabbed
So
her
I just
right
crushed
there.
her right there.
You
in front
just
of me.
told her straight up, I just don't care to see you.
You know
thought it was
what you pretty much
intentional.
said? You know what you
Listen,
pretty much said?
I like open and honest communication. I just thought it was better.
You know what that pretty much said?
What?
I don't like your personality. I don't want to go out with you again.
Her personality was great, just not for me.
Okay.
It just wasn't my...
And who goes on Sea-Doos on a first date?
Yeah, homeboy was like, let's go out on the jet skis.
Well, if I'm going on a date, I want to have fun.
Imagine it broke down and you're
Jeez.
stuck out there.
What a terrible first date.
That would have been hilarious and a much better story.
Well, Mav was on the jet skis with these two girls, and he got pulled over without a license. And I was on the boat, a little bit away, and I was stressing because I was like, because
Were you
it was
having a panic attack?
our jet ski, and I was like, crap, the cops are gonna come over here and they're gonna be mad at me for letting a guy without a license drive the jet ski, which is completely my fault. But
Remember the time I got stuck in the ocean?
Ooh. Yeah.
How do you get stuck in an ocean?
Have you seen how big it is?
Can you swim?
Yeah, okay. We were in Hawaii and we were at an Airbnb, and me and my friends, there's a paddleboard left there, a one-person paddleboard. And we were like, hey, let's go out on the waves. And the waves at this place was I'm not even kidding, 4 football fields away. They didn't have waves close to shore. The waves were way out there. And we were like, okay.
It was so dumb.
Yeah. And we were like, let's go out on the waves. And as me and him are going to go out there, we're like, one of us will just tread water while the other one tries to surf. Or whatever. And we were like,
So
yeah.
stupid.
And as we were walking to the beach, one of the girls that was with us was like, can we come? And we were like, yeah, why not? And the paddleboard was the only floating thing we had. We didn't have life
You're
jackets or
forgetting
anything.
a valuable part of the story.
What?
Where you asked me to come. And I said, no, that's a horrible idea. Why would you do that?
Yeah, Matt was like, no, unfortunately, that is way too far out there. Y'all aren't going to make it. And we were like, yeah, we will. Anyways, the girl was like, can we come? And me and my buddy were like, yeah. And then another girl was like, I want to come too. And we were like, okay, the more the merrier. So we had 4 people on a 1-person paddleboard, but obviously you can't fit 4 people. So we all just used it as a floaty, and we swam out there just to float on it. And we swam so far out there, and then this is where we got lost. Well, actually, I wasn't lost. I knew exactly where I was, but I just couldn't help it. So then we got pushed like the waves. We got pushed past the waves. So we swam out there, and then we got pushed past the waves, and we couldn't get back on this side of the waves. So we were stuck out there, and we were just treading water, and then the 2 girls start freaking out. Like they were crying.
Valid.
And the sun was setting, and they were like freaking out.
Valid.
We were out there for like 3 hours, I think. And then
literally, have you ever heard of people getting lost at sea? Like that's a real life thing that happens.
I know. And then Mav and everyone at the Airbnb, all the other 10 people were like, we just lost them all in the ocean. They're gone.
Yeah.
And they looked on our drone. They like looked on the drone forever.
I sat there for like 2 hours with my buddy, and who was like the only adult on the trip.
Yeah. Yeah. I was also 15 at the time.
Yeah. It was a bunch of 15-year-olds that had way too much money, and we rented a house in Hawaii, and we got like one 20-year-old to go with us.
Yeah, it was our manager, and my mom told our manager, she was like, please watch him. And then he lost me at sea, and he was stressing. He was stressing.
Well, that's not the only time he's lost you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's lost me. Well, we don't talk about that time.
Listen. Yeah.
But anyways, so then they called.
No. I'm sitting there waiting, watching them, keeping an eye on them, because I'm like, they're getting way too far out there.
Mav, weren't
making
you
sure the
also,
riptide's not going to...
breaking out in hives, though, because you were
Shut
nervous?
up. Let me tell the
that's
story. Listen, okay? So she's going out. All 4 of them go out, and I'm like, okay, like I can see them. They're good. And I'm talking to my buddy, looking at them. We're just sitting on the porch, just watching them go out there. And then all of a sudden, me and him both look back out there. We can't see them anymore. They're gone.
We're gone.
They just disappeared. Like we could see them the whole time, and then gone. So we're like, this isn't good. We look at the sun. We're like, there's only about 40 minutes of sunlight left.
Man, speed this up.
Yeah, for real.
Bro's like, we were sitting on the white sandy beach. The sun
my
was
God.
shining.
There
It
was
was
a
80
slight
degrees.
overcast.
So it actually was a little bit overcast, but so they're out there, and we're like, okay, this isn't good. The sun's setting, so we send the drone out. The drone goes up.
It was
like
a
mile.
nice drone too. Like they had like a 1 mile radius.
Yeah, the drone goes like maybe not a mile, like a half mile or something. It goes really far enough out to sea that you'd think we could see them. We send it way up in the sky. We're sending it back and forth down the coast, everywhere, around the whole island. Can't find them. They're nowhere to be found. We're like, this isn't good. And then the sun sets, and so now it's just kind of like a glow in the air. And we're like, there's like 10 minutes of light.
This was when I low key was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
no.
there's literally like 10 minutes of daylight left, and then they're stuck out at sea at dark. And we're like, this isn't good. So we're like, we gotta call fire rescue. We gotta call
Coast
the
Guard.
search and rescue team. So we call the rescue team, and they show up. It's like 10 of them come in the house, and we're
10.
like,
There was like 20.
yeah, and we're like, and they got sea-doos out looking for them.
No. This is
Boats.
where I'm out there on the paddleboard, and we're all just holding on to it because none of us can get on it. Well, one of the girls is on it crying, so we're just all holding it. And we see because we are super far out. We get a little bit closer. We see just little sirens go by the coast, and we were like, imagine that's for us. And we're like laughing about it. Me and my friend Michael were laughing about it. Like, that'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. And then we get closer, and the sirens were like, is that our house? And then when we realized it was our house and sirens were at our house, we were like, oh no, this is not good. And then they called the helicopter. The search and rescue helicopter was on its way. And right as the helicopter got to us, they found us, so they told us to leave.
They were like, cancel the chopper.
Yeah. And I was like, is it a chopper? And right as they also found us, 2 Sea-Doos pulled around the corner, and they were coming for us. But yeah, that was actually crazy. We were out there for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but they
Swimming.
couldn't get back, which was crazy. But this guy, this like EMS guy, he just grabs his surfboard and he's like, there they are, way out there. And right as the police and everybody got there, we suddenly regained vision of them, and we're like, oh, this is kind of awkward. Yeah, we found them. They're here.
Thanks
But
for
the guy
help.
just grabs his surfboard and he's like, I'll go get him. Guy like goes out there like a jet boat.
Yeah.
He got to them so quick.
That was what our friend Hunter wanted to be. Our friend Hunter, he was sitting on the shore. He grabbed goggles, not even nose goggles, just the goggles like this. He grabbed it.
Yeah, we're like
and
Cash and them are lost at sea. He's like, Don't worry, I'll find him.
And he just goes out. No life jacket, nothing. He just starts swimming out to the ocean. And everybody was like, oh, there goes Hunter. He's dead too now.
And the guy was gone for like 2 hours.
No, we were like, frick, now we got to find Hunter.
Yeah.
He's out there with no jacket, nothing to
All
float
of a
on.
sudden-
Just a pair of goggles. And then we're all like,
We're looking out at the ocean like, I wonder if Hunter's okay.
And then, we're like, dude, now we got to find Hunter. And then he walks up behind us and he's like, oh, glad y'all got back. He went all the way around the cove and swam and then walked on shore all the way back.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
like,
like,
see
what's
that
up, guys?
peninsula out there? I just swam out to that, got on the dock, and then I ran back. We're like, so you just did a triathlon? Just like,
Yeah,
fun?
no, he literally slammed like a mile.
Yeah.
It was crazy. How was Camp Harper?
Oh yeah, it was really good. I went to Clearwater Cove Wildlife Camp in Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah, it was like a 7-hour drive. It was crazy.
Wait, what do you do? Like, what
Yeah.
kind of what things do you do at camp in Missouri?
I don't know. Like it was kind of like it was fun, but we didn't have access to much. Like we didn't have access to the lake, which we did, but like only for certain times. But it was really fun. Honestly.
Doesn't sound very wildlife.
Did you make any
for real.
friends?
I made so many new friends. There was a girl named Ava. Sorry, Ava.
Girl.
If you're watching, shut up. It was a tiny burp.
That's what he does. He can't help it.
Y'all stop burping?
Oh, it was one burp. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, so basically it was so much fun. It was like, literally, a juice box just spawned in. Okay. So, anyways, it was so much fun. I met this girl named Ava. She's so sweet. A lot of people were from Indiana, and basically, yeah, it was just really fun.
Did people know who you were?
Yes.
Did anything bad happen?
A bunch of drama.
Oh, I was about to ask because I remember being in middle school
Yeah.
and all these people were going. I never went to any of those like church camps or
Yeah.
anything, but I remember everyone going and I was like, I know that's so much drama.
Yeah.
Like boys are probably trying to sneak into girl cabins and stuff
Oh.
like that. Like
So,
at church camp
yeah,
of all places.
there was this one guy, we're gonna call him Bob or whatever, and he, because in the last podcast,
you
everybody
learned.
found
Good
out.
job.
Yeah,
and
everybody
the-
Found out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
she
like-
used fake names that were one letter different. Like,
Let's say his name was Bob. She was like, we'll call him Bobby.
We'll call him Bob. No, we'll call him Bob. And basically, all the girls were obsessed with him,
Wow.
except for me, obviously, because I'm
You're better than
different,
that.
I'm better. And
Different.
so like 5 girls were like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, he's so fine," blah blah blah, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, no," and
Bob
then,
had hype that like
Wow.
he didn't deserve.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like he looked like a baby. I was like, the heck?
Well, y'all are like
we
14.
were all babies. And so this guy is so my friend, we're gonna call her I don't even know what to call her, Aquafina.
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Yeah.
did you say Aquafina?
Yeah, I was looking at the wall. I was looking at the wall.
Aquafina and Bob. Go with that. I like Aquafina.
So Aquafina and Bob used to date, but they broke up a while ago. They were dating for 7 months. They broke up a while ago. Then this girl named Ava liked Bob. So then
Is Ava her real name?
I'm
yeah,
so
Ava's
lost.
her real name.
Oh.
But, me and Ava are like close now. But so then Ava, but then oh, that was a close one.
Hold on.
Bob,
What is X equal? 'Cause I'm lost.
I don't know. I'm lost too.
Okay.
So basically, the moral of the story: 5 girls went after Bob, and then Bob is over here.
I want to be Bob. I mean, I don't.
Bob
I didn't mean that. No, I didn't.
I wanna be Bob.
Yeah,
I'll
Matt
be
needs to
Bob.
be Bob.
I'll be
Matt
Bob.
needs to be Bob.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
But-
say that.
Yeah. Overall, camp was really fun, and also I like camp with drama. So, like, drama's fun when you're not in it.
Oh,
Wait. Speaking of drama, what happened with you at the trampoline park? I saw you posted a TikTok about.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, she posted a TikTok. It was like when you just got done beefing with a girl at the trampoline park.
Whoa.
I didn't have personal beef at the trampoline park. It's just so relatable that I had to post it.
What was the
But-
beef at the trampoline
But
park?
like, I do have beef with kids at the trampoline park. When these 5-year-olds go in front of me when I'm about to tumble, I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
5-year-olds?
I will trample you if you go in front of me one more time. And then they stare at me for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I'm gonna go step on you if you don't move out of the way. So then, like, I step on them, and like it's just so annoying. So I posted that.
The trampoline park kids are something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
Yeah.
trampoline park drama is so real. I remember when I went to trampoline parks in middle school, that was where like Friday nights, there was like, they had teen nights. And so, we're all like freshly teenagers, like ripely 13. So we can officially get into teen night. Yeah. The drama went wild those nights. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any crazy airplane stories? Because I got a good one.
I mean, yeah.
That was so random.
Sorry. Wait, didn't you fly
We
to
were
Missouri?
talking about this
I
yesterday.
thought you thought that airplanes were fake.
Oh, well, they are fake. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like,
No, he knows
yeah,
that, like,
you know what they told me?
You're hip.
You know what they told me last time I was in an airplane? They said, shut your window before takeoff. They didn't want me to see it.
Oh, yeah.
They told everyone to shut their window.
Okay,
And then we
that was
opened it.
because we were flying sun country. Like,
Wait, sun country?
Can
Yes.
you fly over
What's
the
sun
world?
country?
It
Like,
goes to Mexico.
it's
a
like the
Mexican airline.
Mexican spirit.
the heck?
Okay.
Okay, we're not going to talk about Mexican spirits.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, did anything happen on the planes in Missouri?
Did you drive?
No, we drove. No, but I'm wondering, can you fly a plane over the world? Because I was watching this one Mr. Beast.
Wait, no, Amelie Earhart tried.
Oh.
You can't do it.
Wait,
You're saying the
who
wrong.
tried? Who tried?
Yeah.
Amelie Earhart?
Everybody in our comment
Oh my
section,
gosh.
everyone, because we posted a clip of us talking about Helen Keller flying a plane. Everyone was like, it was Amelia Earhart.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Oh, Amelia. Yeah, Amelia
Amelia.
Earhart tried.
But
There
no,
you go.
Helen Keller's the one that was blinded.
Blinded.
We're not getting into that. We're
Did
not
she
getting
try
into
to
that
fly a
again.
plane?
She was, I think.
Wait, she did
I
try to
think
fly a
she
plane?
was.
Okay, according to my comment section, she had an assistant. I'm sure that it makes more sense now. Someone that actually knew how to fly a plane definitely took off, got them in the air, and then let her sit in the pilot seat for probably 30 seconds.
Oh.
And then they said
That
she
doesn't
moved it,
count.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I could do that.
Me same.
But I also
Well.
can see, so that's not as impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, for instance, like, one time me and Mav got on a plane, and we sat down, and you know how there's,
This
like,
was scary.
I thought we were about
was
to have a
intimidated,
fight on a
dog.
plane. You know how there's, like, 3 seats?
Yeah.
And 3 seats? So there's this guy sitting on the window seat, and and me and Mav are sitting on the middle and the aisle, and we sit down, and the guy starts talking to himself, and he's flipping out. And he's like, he's flipping out. And
Some of it wasn't English.
And I'm sitting right next to him. I'm like,
There's this guy. And then this guy.
yeah, he's just talking to himself. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. And we didn't know what to do. And then finally,
Hey.
a flight attendant. Oh, man.
What is
Guys,
Cognition.
ignore that. Ignore that.
cognition?
We're having
It is
trouble with it.
vocab class.
Yeah,
Joe's
we
got
couldn't
it.
do it. Anyways,
Oh, there.
Joe, you looking good down there.
Let's not flirt.
What?
Let's not
Sorry.
Let the man just do his job.
I just said he
Flirting
looked good. It wasn't
anyways, all
flirting.
right. So I'm sitting next
Just
to this
practicing
guy.
my Riz game that I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
should probably practice more. I'm sitting next to this guy. He's talking to himself, and he's getting madder and madder at himself. Like, no one's talking to him. Then a flight attendant walks by, and he's like yelling at her. And he yells at her. He's not even talking to us. He's completely ignoring that we're there. But he goes to the flight attendant. He goes, "This is my row." And we're like,
The
oh.
whole row.
We were like, oh no.
Sorry.
Oh no. And the
And
guy's
we're
like,
sitting in his row.
yeah, we're sitting in the row. And he's like, "This is my row. I want this row. This is my whole row." And the flight attendant was like, "Let me see your ticket." And she's like, "No, that's your seat, but you don't get the whole row." And he's getting so mad. He's like, "No, this is my row. It's my row." And me and Mal were sitting there like, this is bad.
not gonna be good.
And then he gets so mad, he goes, "That's it, I'm not going." And he gets up and he walks off the plane.
I mean,
Was it in the air?
No,
No.
what?
Wait, what?
Was it in the air?
No, the plane was not in the air when the guy walked off the plane.
He killed
No.
himself over a row? Like,
No, we were still boarding, and he walks off, and we're like, okay, well, obviously he's gonna come back. He never came back, so it turned into our row.
It's my row now.
Yeah, but I was like, no way, this guy just rage quit on a plane
Rage
because he didn't get he didn't get his
Oh,
whole
he
row.
was mad. It was not good.
Okay, but that guy had some deeper problems going on.
Yeah, I know. I felt sorry for him, but like,
You got another
Did you go-
funny airplane story if you want to tell it.
huh?
We were talking about it yesterday.
Oh, this one's graphic.
No, crap.
I don't know
I
if you
lost-
should tell it.
You
It's pretty.
This one's unfortunately is graphic, but
Oh,
I'll tell
no.
it. So, I was on the way to the airport at 9 a.m. Stopped at a gas station.
I told him not to.
No, sorry, not 9 a.m. It was like 6 a.m.
Oh.
Got a taquito.
From Quick Trip.
Those are banging. Okay.
I told him
And
not
9
to.
a.m. is a little early for taquito.
And I ate it on the way to the airport. And we're like pulling up to the airport, but we're not there quite yet. We're on the highway, and I'm like, "Kate, we legit might have to pull over. I'm gonna poop my pants."
No.
And it was bad.
Good
Like,
to know.
never had to try to poop my pants on the side of the road. And I was like, oh, no.
And I'm like digging through my glove compartment. I'm like, hon, I don't got like napkins or anything. Like,
Yeah.
you're not getting
It was
cleaned
like,
up.
I was like, I'm about to poop on the side of the road. Here we go. Make it to the airport. Then it goes away. I didn't even think about it. Go through security, get on the airplane. Airplane takes off. We're about 5-10 minutes into the flight. And I've been on well over 100 planes. Like, traveled a lot. Worst turbulence I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not even kidding.
And you got that taquito in there.
Yeah, and the taquitos bouncing around. We're like this. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you can't, like, move. And then the taquito comes back. And it gets bad. So I grab the paper sack in front of me, and I run to the bathroom, and I'm, like, having to grab onto all the seats.
The flight attendants are screaming.
Oh, the flight attendants are like, sir, sit down.
I can't.
And I'm ignoring them. I'm like, no, you don't want me to sit down, trust. And I get to the bathroom, and they're like trying to block me, and I literally go past them. I like push
Body slams a flight attendant.
I push a flight attendant, go into the bathroom. I'm like, bro, do you want me to poop on you? Is that what you want? Like, the options aren't great here, okay? And I get in there, and I have to throw up and poop at the same time.
The
Same
pressure.
time, while the turbulence is horrible.
He's like fighting for his
The
life.
turbulence is so bad that I can't just hold the paper sack to throw up in. I have to grab it like this and press it against my face. I'm pressing the paper sack like this so I don't miss and throw up all over the bathroom. So I'm pressing it against my face, and I have diarrhea at the same time. And I'm like,
This story just gets worse before it gets better.
no, and it's all just coming out at the same time. And then I fill up the bag, and I have to do a
throw-up
switcheroo.
bag?
Yeah, the throw bag is filled up.
You have to do a what?
It was a small bag.
He has to do a
Wait,
switch.
no. What did you say?
I had to do a switcheroo. I had to stand up for a second, throw all the stuff in the bag into the toilet, and then sit back down and go back to it. It was so bad. And then I'm just pressing it against my face again. My head,
That's so gross.
my head is hitting the side of the walls on the airplane because it's that bad. And I was
knocked
really,
unconscious.
I didn't think I was gonna make it. I really didn't. I was like,
Someone might throw up listening to this.
I know.
Well,
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
about
bad.
to.
It was bad. And I've only ever had to poop and throw up
Oh.
at the same time twice in my life. And
See,
of course,
that's just never happened. I've never experienced that.
have you guys?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Okay, I didn't want to say it, but I was on a telehealth appointment with a doctor, and I was like, Mama, I can't. So I run to the restroom. I stay in there for around 20 minutes. My mom's having an awkward conversation with my therapist. And then she's like, and I needed a therapist after this, gosh. And so basically I was sitting on the toilet, and then I start feeling like water coming to my mouth, and then like crap. And then I throw up all my noodles. It's a terrible sight to see. I can't.
Throwing up noodles? Oh.
Okay, and then I
man.
was like, crap, wait, why do I have to poop? So then I start
Why do I have to poop?
So then I start looking in the mirror.
Wait, did you have to make a decision?
I had to, yeah, because
A game time decision.
It was so bad.
Which one you rather clean up?
Yeah. So I was like blowing up on this side and blowing up on this side, and then I swear I thought my ears were gonna burst. Like, it was bad. Y'all probably don't want to hear this, but like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just see that just sounds like something that would happen to y'all too. Yeah. But
Well,
I
absolutely.
hope I never experienced that. Do you
Damn, it
remember that
sucks.
one time we were in a hotel room and we were all, it was me, Cash, and Maverick, we're all staying in a hotel room. There's
Oh, yeah,
two
that was
beds.
unfortunate.
We were laying in bed, all talking. We'd been traveling all day. It was a fine travel day. We get to our hotel. Cash is feeling fine. And we finally, like, we're laughing and stuff. We're, like, delusional. We lay in bed to fall asleep. And right as we're about to fall asleep, Cash sits up and vomits all over the entire hotel room. He's like, "Bleh," like, everywhere.
No. Hold on. This never happened.
You were there.
You were there.
Matt, you
No.
were there. Yes,
What
you
are
were.
you talking
You
about?
were flipping your crap. You were like, Kate, clean it up. Kate, clean it up. Cash,
Matt,
clean
you
it up.
ran to the bathroom and you're like, I can't look at it. I can't
That
look
did
at it.
not
Yes,
happen.
it did.
Yes, it did. What are you
did not
talking about?
happen.
Mav, it
Oh
was,
my God.
It
we
wasn't
went-
me. It was someone
when we
else.
went-
No.
it was when we went to LA and I went to Disneyland for the
Yes.
first time. It was that trip. We were in LA for work.
And you ran to the bathroom and you're like, Kate, I can't look at it. Clean it up. Clean it up, Kate.
What were we doing there?
There is
I don't know,
no
going to Disneyland?
way this happened.
No, yes, it was when y'all were doing y'all went to the studio to film something and I wasn't allowed to go because I wasn't a part of it.
Yeah, the thing I filmed, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was that trip and you stayed. There was
And
one
then we
time.
recorded with Pape.
Yes. Yeah. That time. But you had stayed at the hotel because that night you had stayed at the hotel because your girlfriend was like an hour away or something. And so you were there that night.
But now I'm confused.
Okay, anyways.
I remember the hotel, but this did not happen. I was
I
not
promise
there.
you.
It happened, Matt.
I mean, that sounds like I would do. I would just freak out and be like, can't clean it up. I can't do it.
No, it was around the same time. It was around the same time me, you, and Michael and all of us did that thing we should not have done. Yeah.
Oh.
It was right before that. You remember?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Now you might
I
need to
feel
tell
like,
that story.
okay, now I'm questioning my memory.
Like I'm like,
No, you weren't there. So you actually weren't there in this one.
Are we
So-
legally allowed to talk about this?
Yeah, I'll talk. I mean, I don't know, but I'll talk about it. So
Okay.
the cops told me not to talk about this.
Fine.
But this,
But
you know
I'm going to
what?
talk about it. And nobody do this at home.
Do not do
Because
this.
I saw this on TV and I was like, I'm going to do it at home.
No, this was actually extremely dangerous.
So I watched How to Catch a Predator. John Hansen. I think that's his name.
No, he binge
Like,
watches.
I don't
Just-
think it's John Hansen.
Or like
I think
a-
it's Chris Hansen.
Whatever it is.
Right?
I watched How to Catch a Predator on TV. I don't know if those are fake or not, but anyways, I watched it. Me and Michael, her brother, got on Omegle.
I'm 16 years old.
And we found a guy. And me and Michael were like, yeah, we're going to catch him.
No,
this is going to
because-
be great.
Oh,
And-
I've done that before.
This was
What?
so reckless.
I like
Wait.
when I was younger in like fifth
Wait.
grade, I went on Omegle and there was like perverts and I was
Obviously.
like, "You're a predator, aren't you?" And then
What?
and I was like,
Whoa.
"Get off this app right now!" And then me,
You shame them.
I shamed them
Yeah.
so bad.
No, but the bad part is we met up with him in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Michael are texting this guy and we're like, yeah, meet up with us. We told him we're like freaking,
We told him we were like a 13-year-old.
yeah, we told him we're like 13 but it's really me and Michael texting this guy and we're like, yeah, we're going to get him. And we got like Michael and me and then we called like 4 of Michael's friends. So we have like 7 guys and we're like, yeah, we're going to meet
they
this
have
guy.
guys that have like shot people with them.
Yeah, one of the guys went to prison. I didn't know that.
That you caught?
No, one of the guys on my team.
Yeah.
And anyway,
He was like, Michael, bring your baddest friends just in case.
I'll get to that. But anyways, so we're texting this guy. We're telling him to meet us at this park. And then, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed to tell this story.
It was
yeah,
actually.
you
were
used
like-
your girlfriend as bait. That's just wrong.
We were like, Kate can be the bait. So we set Kate in the middle of the park. And all of us 6 guys were like 20 feet away, like surrounding her kind of, but like acting like we didn't know her.
like hiding.
And anyways, right before the guy pulls up, it starts pouring down rain. So we all run into a parking garage. And we're like, dang it. Now we don't know where the guy's going to go. Anyways, while we run into the parking garage, a cop follows us in there. He's like, what are y'all doing? And I was like, we're trying to catch a predator. And he's like, what?
Yeah, he was like we said it so casually. The
I was
cop
like, oh, we're trying to catch a predator right now. He was like, whoa, what do you mean by that? And then I told him what happened. He was like, and I was like, and then I showed the cop. I was like, he says he's out there right now. And he goes, okay, I'll go see if I can catch the guy.
Yeah.
And the cop goes out there, talks to the guy, but he said he couldn't really do anything, so he confiscated his phone. So the guy doesn't have a phone no more. But
Which the guy drove like.
he drove like an
Yeah.
hour and a half, so I don't know how my man got back off.
and it was like
Man had to
pouring
like go
rain.
to a gas station and get a map to get home.
Yeah, it was like
that's
pouring
crazy.
rain. Well, because the cops were like, because we'd used myself and we said that I was 13 years old and I was only like 16, I think. And the cop was like, well, how old are you actually? And I was like, oh, I'm 16. And he was like, if you were 18, you would go to jail right now.
Yeah, but anyway, so the cop's
Because
talking to
apparently
us.
you can't catfish people like that.
Yeah, apparently catfishing's illegal. But we talked to the cop, and the cop looks at our buddy, and he goes, "Hey, I know you." And he goes, "Oh yeah, you were at my shooting." And he was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, you were the guy that arrested me when I shot that guy." And he was like, "Oh, you're out already?" And then they started bonding over it, and I was like,
And they were
I was
"Man."
like, "Wait a minute." You shot someone? And he was like, yeah, you didn't know that? Anyways, he said he shot a guy because he was trying to sell something and
Sell
self-defense.
what?
I think he was trying to sell the gun to
Yeah,
the
he was
guy.
trying to sell the gun and he thought the guy was like reaching for it and then he shot the guy in the leg.
Yeah, so
Did he die?
No, he didn't die. But,
Okay.
but yeah, then he went to prison for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I play basketball with that guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, the guy's great now. Like, he's got kids.
Does
He's
it shoot
doing-
anyone anymore?
No, he doesn't shoot anyone. He's got
No.
kids, wife,
Okay,
he's
that's
really
good.
changed.
He's good. He's cool.
Have y'all heard about Gypsy Rose? That
Yes!
kid? I'm so excited for her to get out.
Yes!
Oh
my gosh, she
I
comes
love
out.
her. I love her. I'm
What's
literally-
going on?
Wait, you love a
she's
wait, hold on.
The girl who killed her mom. When her mom, like, made, I talk about her all the time.
You guys
Her mom-
want her to get out?
No, she killed her mom because her mom, like, made her believe her whole life that she was, like, sick. And so her mom was, like, making her sick, like, giving her all these medicines, and she had a feeding tube in her. And so finally, Gypsy grows up, and she realizes, like, holy crap, I'm not sick. My mom has been lying to charities. My mom has been lying to the public eye because everybody's donating to this girl.
And they went to Disney World for free for Make-A-Wish because they thought
Make-A-Wish is, like,
They
funding.
scammed Disney World?
Yes. And so finally, Gypsy realizes, she's like, holy crap, my mom is, like, her mom ruined her life pretty much.
She
and so
stood up out of her wheelchair so I can walk.
yeah, her mom made her believe that she couldn't walk, and she finally realized, like, she can walk. And she lied about her. Yes, she lied about her age. And so finally, Gypsy's like, I'm not sick. I need to do something because her mom would not let her, like, live her normal life. So then she killed her mom and she went to prison. And now she gets out this year.
She had a boyfriend.
Well, yep, you still can't kill your mom.
but like it was
that'll do it.
It was a debatable reason to
It
kill
was
her.
no,
What?
I
No, I
actually
don't think
her
so.
story is actually so sad.
It's so sad. So yeah, let me tell y'all like a very fast little rundown about her life. So when she was born, her mom was like, I want some money. I'm gonna make my kid sick. Well, act like she's sick. She put her in a wheelchair, strolled her around, got a bunch of money from it, all this crap. And then finally, Gypsy was like, I'm not sick. I'm going to get a boyfriend. She found a boyfriend. They were like, let's kill the mom because her mom was like, I don't want this guy to find out that my daughter's actually not sick.
Yeah.
So then the boyfriend was like, well, let's just kill your mom so we can be together for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think they are together. So I don't know.
No, I think he actually went to prison for a long time
Because he was the one who
came in and killed the mom.
Because and then Gypsy was just listening. But Gypsy and her mom had such a good relationship because she thought that her mom was she thought that she was her best friend because that's the only one. And they lived in this nice pink house, really
Missouri.
nice in Missouri. Oh. Actually, yes. Oh gosh. So yeah,
dude, my cousins I have like family in Missouri that lives like 30 minutes away from the house. I'm like, I want to go see it.
I want to see it. It's like a really pretty pink house that Gypsy wanted, and people bought it for her.
And they built it.
And they built it.
That's a crazy
a whole
story,
wheelchair
actually.
ramp to get up to the house. Like
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, she's been in jail and now she's getting out
for 10
this
years,
year.
and now I'm excited for her to get out, but I don't think she's okay still. Her family's been like, yeah, she's a little iffy, but I'm excited.
I mean, she definitely needs like
Help.
yeah,
That's
like
wild.
she just needs like a therapy, like mental health.
Didn't you get in another scooter accident again?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. So I posted on my TikTok a story time about how I got ran over by a car.
A car?
Yes, I got ran over by a car. It was a white Lexus. It was crazy. So it was hailing out. It's such a fun story though. So I was with my best friend Sophie, who used to run my account with me, and
What
so
happened to Sophie?
She got hate. I'm like, girl, come on now, look at me. No, but I'm only human after all. No, but anyways.
What?
Okay, let me just tell the story. So basically,
Wait, what just happened?
so I kind of glitched, but anyways.
I feel that.
glitch?
Yeah. So me and my friend Sophie, we were crossing an intersection, jaywalking, and basically we were going over to Walmart. And because it was hailing, we were like, where else do we go? All the stores were closed. So we went over to Walmart because it's open for 24 hours or like open till 12. So it was like 10 o'clock when we got to Walmart. And no, like 9 o'clock. And we were trying to meet up with some friends. But like, yeah, so we were trying to, but we couldn't because it was hailing. And the hail, mind you, it was this big. I'm not joking. It was that big.
Like extra
very,
large.
very large. It's like hey, like do you want a medium or a large? No, I want an extra large. So like that's like the hail. So basically, after that, we went outside. We were like, okay, it's not hailing that much anymore. So the roads were slippery. We were on our electric scooters, and we were riding. And we're like, should we go on the crosswalk or the intersection? Which one's faster? We're like, the intersection. Sophie was like, no, let's just do the crosswalk. It's just so much safer that way.
So Sophie's your voice of reason.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
So yeah.
It's
I
funny.
could have died.
I know why you're laughing.
I just want to hear you get hit by the car, okay?
So basically, she was like, yeah, let's just go on the crosswalk. I was like, no, let's go on the intersection. So the sky was like all yellow from the storm, you know? And I was like, okay, we're going to go. I go across and I see this car. I'm like, oh, that car is going to go straight, but it's taking a U-turn. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just pass across it. All I remember was seeing lights, and I heard a thud, and I blacked out on top of the car. I was rolling around.
Wait, what?
gosh.
It was
So,
that bad?
It was that bad. So my scooter went under the car. I went on top of the car.
Honestly,
and
like you going on top of the car might have been safer.
it saved my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have my scooter, in my scooter. Mind you, it didn't get any scratches. I didn't get any scratches.
What?
I got one scratch, but it's like right there. It's gone.
But you had a big bruise, didn't you?
I had a big bruise, but
Wait, did you actually black out?
yeah, I blacked out on top of the car because it hit me at like 10 miles per hour.
Wow.
Which wasn't even that big, but like
No, but like you're
for a
small.
highway, yeah, I'm a small compared to like
A car?
$1,000 or £1,000 car, you know. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And so I just remember, it was so unreal. It was like a dream. So I just saw lights and I hit the car and Sophie was like, Harper. And I was like, ooh. and then
It was in slow motion.
yes. And then I was like, oh. And then so I rolled on top of the car. I rolled on top of the car and I like made a whole body indent on the car. And it was like a movie. And the hail had already cracked her windshield from before. But the girl was more frightened than I was.
Yeah.
So once I
She's like, I just killed a child.
no, so once I fell off of the car, I rolled down and I hit my head first, and so I had like a pretty bad concussion.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was the girl, she came out of her car, she was like, oh my, and I was like, I'm okay, I'm fine. And then Sophie was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna call the police. So she called 911. 911 was like, hey, what's your emergency, whatever. And then then the lady that hit me, let's call her Jasmine. I don't know. I'm making
What's her
up.
name? Yasmin?
I don't even know her name, but basically she was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Just call the police." She's like, "No, call her mom." So she calls my mom, or Sophie calls my mom, and I'm like, "I'm fine. Like it's fine." Like I didn't want to cry to make her feel bad.
Yeah, you were like, I literally just got hit by a car. Like it's not even that big of a
the
deal.
same thing happened to me. I got hit by a car on my motorcycle.
Oh,
and
yeah.
No, literally, almost the same story. I was driving my motorcycle.
He was like 14 though. Oh
Yeah.
wait, you're 14.
Yes.
Oh, whoa. That's crazy.
Y'all
That is
lives
wild.
are so similar.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Throwing up to getting hit by a car, like
farting problems.
yeah.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, you can get your motorcycle license at 14. And I was driving my motorcycle, and this car pulled out in front of me. And I hit her, and I rolled I like flew over her windshield and went, whee! And then I hit and like rolled, and somehow I wasn't really that hurt. I don't know how in the
Well, your
world.
helmet. You had a helmet in your.
Yeah,
helmet.
my helmet cracked, so luckily
You
I was
would've
wearing
died,
that.
or,
But
like had brain injuries.
yeah, I would have
Same.
been bad if it wasn't for the helmet. But somehow, just like literally some couple scratches and a little bruises, wasn't hurt that bad. But the lady hopped down; she was freaking out too. They were freaking out more than I was. She's like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And then I faked like I was knocked out. I was like,
Oh my god.
"No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh well.
No, I didn't do that. That'd actually be a horrible thing to do." No, I'm just kidding.
I'm dead. No.
But yeah, she started freaking out too. But literally, like the same thing happened to me.
But like, wouldn't you be freaking out if you just annihilated a 14-year-old with your vehicle?
No, I drive off. I can't stay there.
Yeah,
Gotta
like-
leave the accident. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry.
That'd be
Sorry,
bad.
kid.
I would literally like freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
I'd
would
be
have
freaking
nightmares.
But yeah, the lady, she hopped out of the car. She was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? What's going on?" And then I was like, "I'm fine." But then I was like, "What do I do? I got hit by a car. I should probably start crying." So then I started crying, because like that's a thing to do if you get hit by
Yeah,
a
you
car.
were like, I don't know what to
but
do now.
I
so I'll just
wasn't
cry.
hurt. I wasn't hurt.
No, it's just like the shock,
it
and
was the
it's
shock.
scary to think about what could have happened.
And then the police called Sophie back. Was like, "Oh my gosh, like what happened?" Or so they were like, "Hey, what's your emergency?"
911 didn't answer her call.
No. Or no.
Wait,
They did.
they left her on red?
So
Like,
Sophie hung up because they wanted to call my mom, and then my mom was like, "Ah!" And then, so, by the way, my voice is gone. That's why I'm like, kind of struggling to talk. No, but
Oh, you are? I
yeah.
didn't notice.
No, I mean, it's kind of hard, but like, no, I'm not struggling, but it like sounds like I am. Okay. Anyways, back to the story. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, so basically after that, I just remember seeing police sirens, and yeah, they were asking me so many questions. I was like, I just have a scratch. And I was like, because they were so scary, they were like, I was like,
no,
okay.
I'm always convinced they're faking. Like, what do you really got
I
to
know.
talk to that much on your
Yes.
shoulder? Like,
I know they're like ostrich 4730p. You're
I
like,
know.
what?
It's
What did you just say?
I'm like, they're like, I don't know. Like, there's some like headphones going to the doctor. I'm like, what in the world are you saying? Like, it's like code words. But have y'all ever wondered before y'all ride on a roller coaster, like, Esperanza is
Wait, what?
Wait,
Okay.
What?
Y'all have no. This is just in my mind, but like,
Yeah.
right before you
It
go on the roller
is.
coaster, like, blah, 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 have a great ride, and then like they set you off,
yeah, what about
They
it?
don't speak Spanish.
Wait.
Yes, they do.
No,
They're like-
sometimes like
they're
they might, but
yeah.
wait. Well, I don't get it. They say have a great ride. What's your point?
It's just like, what's the issue with saying all those things before and losing your breath and then saying, have a great ride? Like, why do you need to say that? Like, if we die, will you like get
Your
sued?
brain is like running 1,000 miles a minute right now.
It always is, honestly. But like I don't even know.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, okay.
You know,
God.
You really
Stories-
shut her down, Kate.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was so.
You really
Harper, I'm
humbled
sorry.
me, actually. So we can't talk.
Harper, I love you. I'm sorry.
Kate said, "Stop talking."
fine.
Harper.
That's not what I said.
Whatever. It's whatever.
You know what I realized? I don't like you having experiences without me. It really bothers me.
Oh my god.
It bothers me when y'all three have experiences and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
like,
like,
like the one where you tried to catch
cue
the
sad
predator.
music. Cue the sad music with the like, you know.
yeah, we won't be doing that.
No.
Well, Mav, that's because when Cash was like dating me, you guys were still living in LA, and like you obviously weren't going to travel with him
Yeah,
every time
but,
he
like,
came to visit his girlfriend.
To me, like if Cash is gonna do something and there's a chance he's gonna die, like I should be there.
no, Mav,
I almost
actually,
died.
Like if you're gonna die, I'm dying with you.
No, actually, now that I think about it, almost all my near-death experiences, you weren't there.
Yeah, and that's what I just realized, and I don't
One
like
time,
it.
I was sitting at a Jack in the Box parking lot in Compton.
You know what I also realized?
Compton.
All your
Yeah.
near-death experiences, pretty much, I said that's a bad idea. We shouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
that's why you weren't there.
Yeah, that's
Every-
why
all-
I remember.
all of
Mav
them-
is the voice of reason, and so when he's not there, it's just like let's just
No,
do
but
it.
this one, Mav was like, bad idea to go to Compton.
He was like, "Is this place in Compton? It's called Devil's Gate."
Yeah, and it
Wanna
was like,
go?
it was like
I
a
was
ban-
like, no, I don't want to go.
it was this abandoned place. Me and my friend Parker.
And he wanted to go at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, well, you gotta. What you gonna
Wait,
do
do you
at
know
3
what
o'clock?
Compton is?
No.
It's like a super high.
It's like
crime.
the highest crime area. Well, I don't know
like
highest, but it's really
sketchy.
high.
It's
Of
like, one of the
LA.
highest crime cities in like
Anyways,
LA.
I was in Compton doing this, checking out this abandoned building.
called Devil's Gate.
Were
Yeah.
you doing like a video?
No, I just went, and me and my two buddies and our other friend Paige went, and afterwards we pull off in this Jack in the Box parking lot. It's like 2 a.m. and we're literally all
Paige
just-
was there?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, we brought Paige.
I didn't realize you brought a girl.
Yeah,
I
But
thought it was
anyways,
you and Parker.
So we're all sitting in the Jack in the Box parking lot, and all of a sudden, this car whips in the parking lot like super fast, and it's like, and they pull up like 4 parking spots across from us, and we're the only two cars in the whole parking lot. These 4 guys all jump out, and they start like coming over to our car really fast. And my friend Connor was on the other side of the car. I was like, Connor, get in the car, Connor. And he was like, what'd you say? He's on the phone with his mom, and he's like, what'd you say? I'm like, get in the car now. And he gets in the car, and I pull off, and they start like walking faster towards our car, and I zoom off, and it was bad. And unfortunately, my backup was Paige and Parker and Connor. And Parker, I know, is running away.
Parker's
not
definitely
helping.
running. Connor's gonna be like, "Hey, we can fight. Just don't hit my
Paige is
face."
like Paige is like 5'4", 100 pounds. Like he's
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, I almost got jumped that day. And then I also almost got jumped that same week. Me and my friend Michael were driving down the road. It was like midnight.
Yeah.
And we're driving through a neighborhood, and this house is throwing like a huge party. Like a huge party. There's like 200 people there. And we roll up to the house, and I'm like, Michael, I bet we can sneak in there. No one will know. There's like literally 200 people there. No one knows who's coming in and out. I was like, let's just go walk in and see what's going on. And he's like, yeah. So we pull over, and we start walking up like all cool and calm. And we walk up, and they stop us at the front gate. Like, it's just a normal house, too. It's not like a big gate. It's just like this little gate. And they stop us at the front gate, and they're like, don't cross that line, or we're gonna, and they curse me out. And I'm like, okay, I won't cross the line.
Okay.
And then turns out I was the only white kid there. It was all Hispanics, and Michael is Hispanic, and Michael was like acting like he didn't know me. He was like, yeah, this kid, man.
We gotta get him.
And Michael, he's like speaking Spanish to him, and I'm like, yo, what's going on right now? And I'm
And Michael's like, yeah, I'll get this guy out of here. Like, you don't even gotta worry.
and I was
about
like,
him.
what's going on right now? And then Michael's like, we should go. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then they were just like staring at us as we walked off. And when we walked up to the gate, they turned off the music to the party, and everyone came outside. And I was like, oh.
So
This is not what I
Business.
this is not what I had in mind. I was just coming for some Dr. Pepper or something, man.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's one of y'all's like craziest fan experiences? Like somebody like a fan that came up to you. And,
Dang, that's hard.
I
know.
haven't really had much except for people being like, "Follow me" or something like that. Like,
There was one that was
No.
really sick. I mean, it was just like a disaster. I mean,
What?
yeah, we're at Chili's, of course.
Oh my
I'm at
gosh.
Chili's all the time.
Yeah, that one was a disaster.
This one was just
And-
like, okay, y'all just didn't know how to act, and it got us in trouble.
Yeah, there was like these girls sitting over at the bar, and they're like, they keep looking at us
They're
and
like 14,
laughing.
15.
Yeah, they're old enough to know better. They're
Yeah,
like,
they're
Like
15.
pointing and laughing, and we're like, okay, like whatever. We're just gonna enjoy our food.
Like we
And-
know when people like know who we are, and they were
yeah,
just
but like they were like
it was
pointing and
normal.
laughing, like being obnoxious, and
It was
we're
like
like
they were
very,
loud
very
and
loud.
stuff, but
There's
like
like 6 of them.
they
Anyways,
were across the
go.
restaurant didn't affect us. We were like, we're just gonna keep eating.
Yeah. So we continue eating our food and just chatting. And then they get up to leave. And their mom that was with them was like, can they get a picture with you? And we're like, yeah, like, of course, let's get a picture. So
We get
we
up.
stand up to take a picture. And these girls, one of them starts like falling to the ground.
They're
Literally, like,
They're like she
hysterically.
can't stand.
They're,
Like
like, chaotic.
hysterically
They're like
crying.
like they could
and
not
laughing.
control themselves.
Gosh.
Like and we're like, what is
Everyone in the
going
restaurant
on?
is looking at us, and
And-
it was like
You're like,
embarrassing.
okay, just take
Like
a photo.
yeah, and she like can't even stand. Like she's like sitting on the ground almost. She's just
like
laughing.
rolling on the ground laughing. All her friends are like, "Oh my gosh, get up!" Like
Yeah.
it was like
So
heck?
she gets up,
Wait.
we take the photo, we sit back down, and they're like, thank you. And she like comes
They're
over
still, they're
to
still
like,
going crazy.
and
It's still, like-
she's like still falling. And she falls onto our table, spills like 3 drinks.
Everything's
all over our
everywhere.
Didn't they kick you out?
No, because we had friends that worked
That
there.
was at Hillside, right?
No, Chili's.
This was at Chili's in like California.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
No, we had friends that worked there. So
But they
were
spilled the
chill,
drinks
but
All over
everywhere.
our
yeah,
food,
and
they
spilled
like
drinks everywhere. Like our food was just covered in soda, and we were just like, we're covered in soda, and they're just like hysterical still, just
and
like
they like thought it was the funniest thing.
yeah,
ever.
they start just laughing more, and we're like,
well, now
what
that
is going on?
Like,
Like this
now that
isn't.
we don't have food anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went all of our food and,
And then,
everything.
and then the manager did come over and was like, "What's going on?" And we were like, "We apologize."
I know it looks like me, but it's not me.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. And then like everyone in the restaurant was like looking at us, and we were like, "Well, now we look like we don't know how to act in a restaurant."
bro.
And
Yeah.
this one time I was live streaming, and this was when I lived in Oklahoma in the middle of the country, like
Yeah.
middle of the country, nothing around. I'm live streaming, and this comment's like, I'm outside your house, which I see those all the time. It's just like people trying
Same.
to troll you, whatever, right? For some reason, I was like, I'll actually look outside my house. And I just, because I was like right by the window, and I looked out the window, there was actually somebody there, and we live in the middle of the country. There's a minivan
Yeah.
out there, and they're just down there, and I just act like I ignored it, and then they eventually
Oh.
drove off.
Wait, you didn't like text your parents or anything? Like
No,
you
I was
didn't
home
think-
alone.
That's so scary.
No, I would have like ended
Yeah.
the live streaming, called the cops. Like that's actually
It was just some
terrifying.
little kids. Like,
Yeah, it was,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like,
No, that
I'm sure it
happened
was
to us.
harmless.
So when we lived in an apartment complex, we lived at like a pretty busy one, and we had like these blue lights that are like behind us lit up like our entire apartment. So we had
Yeah.
like a very distinct apartment in the middle of the complex. We're live streaming, and this kid's like, "I can see you from my balcony."
oh, okay. I asked for this one though. I was like, no, you can't. I thought it was just some kid trying to
Yeah.
troll me.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I can. And I was like, all right, fine. Come to my apartment then. And he came to my apartment. He actually was telling the
Okay,
truth.
no, you said wave a white shirt. You didn't say come to our apartment. But
yes, I
then-
did after.
No.
Okay, yes, I did. I said, wave a white shirt. I didn't see a white shirt. And then he was still going on about how I missed the white shirt. And I was like, come to our apartment then. And then he showed up.
That's
I didn't
crazy.
know you don't tell people to come to our apartment.
Come
It was
on,
one
show
time.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Hold on.
guys. We're gonna have to end the podcast here. I think it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I
No.
really have to pee. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
That was the
And I
specific
need to
reason
get
why.
a donut.
A donut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all have donuts down there.
yes, we do.
Yeah, we do have a lot of donuts. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh wait, I've been meaning to do this at the end. Also, click this video to watch the next one. All right, bye.